Welcome to another episode of Look What Jess Found. This is episode number 31, and it's going to be a special day today. First of all, we have these great roles, and secondly, we were accepted into the YouTube partnership program today, which is different. I don't know. I don't know how great it is or whatever. All I know is that I got up this morning, and when I checked out, um, my analytics, there were all kinds of messages and emails, and said welcome to the YouTube partnership program and all kinds of stuff. And I wanted to click a few buttons before I started this video, which were, just to get it started, because it takes a little time for them to review certain things. And I have a feeling this video is going to be a long one. So without further ado, let's get it started. As yesterday, I believe these are three of the similar type paper penny rolls that we had yesterday. And I just want to add, you can listen when you get one of the things that was there that's different than any other day, or that you don't have if you're not with the YouTube partnership program, is this access to these other music tracks. Because I usually put on nice soft music. It's soothing, and I like to kind of tune out to it in the background while I'm doing the videos. But today, that button was no longer there on my channel, on my page, or the analytics, whatever it's called, and it was replaced by something called, oh man, I don't know, what is it called? I can't see it right now, but it was called like Music Beta or something like that. And I clicked on it. You had to accept, and now you could. I don't know. Now you could, like, unless this is a new thing for everybody at the same exact moment that it started for this morning, which is probably not likely. So I'm assuming it has something to do with the partnership program. Anyway, all the music is changed, and it says, like, if you want to pay for stuff, but there's a free mode. Obviously, that's what I clicked, and now there's like real music right here. I'll just turn up just for a second. I don't even know what song this is. Cradles by Suburban. Well, now we can listen to like real real music and stuff without well, it's just I never had this option before. It was different stuff, like sounds and classical music and stuff. So anyway, that's pretty cool. All right, so let's get the coins on the table. This one has the tape on it again, and let's see if I can get them out nice and. Oh yeah, I can push from the back a little bit. Okay. We had some good stuff yesterday. It wasn't mind blowing anything. But we had some cool. Oh, look at this! I can make them into a little bit neater piles. Oh, I never did this before. I guess it came out so nice and smooth. Okay, so that's the first one. Oh, look at this one. How many times has this been reused? Holy moly! Oh my goodness, that is so cool, man. Even the roll is cool. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I got accepted to the partnership program today. I'm kind of excited about that. We got like I mean, you know what it is? It's that things are moving so fast. It's not like a year from now. I'm not even gonna be talking about any of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have over who I don't even know what we're gonna have, to be honest with you. You know, definitely gonna have over 10,000 subscribers by 2025. I mean, mark it on your calendar. We got overnight. We got 20 subscribers, um, and which that has to be a record. And you're talking about what is today? Today is Thursday. So you're talking about on a Wednesday night to Thursday morning, and Monday through Thursday are usually are not usually are statistically the slowest. Right? I looked this stuff up. Like when am I supposed to be making videos? Right. By the way, I don't do things. In case you haven't noticed, outside of the of course, being respectful and considerate and things of that nature. That goes without saying. Um, but like I'm doing videos at times that are outside, what you're supposed to be doing them. You're supposed to be doing them Monday through Thursday. You're supposed to be doing videos in the afternoon, and excuse me, Monday through Friday in the afternoons, because that's the most popular times, and then Saturday and Sundays early morning. So which I just do them all in the morning. Um, because I'm busy in the afternoon, so I really can't hold on to them and then break my train of thought in the afternoon to start doing videos. So I do them that way anyway, and no issues. We get plenty of views. We got plenty of views. Boy, this is a long song. Oh, it's almost over. 2 minutes, 20 seconds, and it's 3 minutes long. What I want to see is if it goes on to the next song by itself, or and that's gonna because the old um tool, music tool, audio tool that was there before, when you pick the song on a play on, it would just keep continuing to play music. So we're gonna find out in about 20 seconds whether that's the case. If it shuts off, that's gonna stink because I'll have to figure out how to keep music going for an hour and change. All right. The wrapped up roll, the super reused old roll, yeah, and then the Abbott coin counter company Greenwich Connect. Oh, the next song started. Wait, it still says Cradles. No, 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 it's not Cradles. It's just showing me the top song. All right, this is Mortals Wario. How cool of a name is that? Mortals Wario. Oh, oh my, this is real music. Oh snap! Oh my god, this is like if all you ate was, I don't know, chicken nuggets, and then someone says, "Hey, you want to try a steak?" And you're like, "What's this? I've never had this before." Oh my god, that is so cool, man. All right, don't mind me. I'm noobing out over here. Okay. All right. And like I said, this is a special video, and this one's going to be a little bit longer. Well, I don't know if it's going to be a little bit longer. That's not true. I think it is, but not necessarily. Okay. No, that looks like a. Where's it at? Right on the screen. That looks like that's probably a copper. So there's a lot of. Well, we'll see what we got. Let's get to it. Sorry for. Yeah, this is not a good channel to be watching if you're in a rush. Oh my! I can't believe I get to listen to regular music. This is crazy. I mean, I make these videos just about every day, and oh, we were just talking about this earlier today. Um, Sorry, man. I'm horrible, horrible with names, but you know who you are. There's there's a subscriber who's been leaving comments about the 17p. Um, Obviously they're pretty interesting. What did he say? It's the It's the first. Oh, it's an anniversary. It's the anniversary of something of the mint, and that's why it's the only one with a P of the Philly Mint. So that's the why it's the one for P. Um, and if I find one that's absolutely mint, I'll hold on to it. But otherwise, unless there's a reason, unless they have some value to them, I don't know. Like if I put 10 of them together, are they worth a buck? I don't know, but we'll figure it out together. And I think there's the no neck also, the floating head. I'm sorry, the floating head. But this one, you can see everything on it. Okay, so we got all. This is very rare that we start off with all zincs. And this is that rolled, I think, another 17p. Interesting. I don't know how many of these they made or anything like that. I mean, obviously, I don't know that. I have to look it up. And I forgot something on the list. I forgot to put out the scale. I like keeping it there. I do it mostly for the 82s. '88. Look at that. We got music, man. Wow. That's crazy. Imagine that. 83D. Let's check that. Here's where's my loop? Yep, there you go. Oh, that's right there. Okay. It has to be on the desk. Here's how it's light. So pretty cool, I'm pretty excited about the YouTube partnership program. You know. Oh, and it took less than a day. 92, 92, 92. There's something about oh yeah. Close AM. All right. Nah, that's the white AM. This is the first shield if I remember correctly. Yep. All zinc so far, right? Yep. Think that might just be only one or two coppers, which is usually it's the other way around with these rolls that most of them are copper with just one or two zincs. So interestingly enough, right? Because I really have hardly ever see so many zincs. Let me go back to one of those 2017s. I'm looking at this and like I didn't realize how prominent his neck is. And how about here? Let me see. Rap two? Wow, that sounds like Eminem. Let me look at this really quick. I just got nervous. I'm listening to this music and I'm going, whoa, hold on a second here. Um, am I gonna, am I gonna get? Well, I don't even know if it matters if I get demonetized or not. I mean, Nothing minus nothing is nothing, right? But I don't want to get whatever on my first my first day being in a partner starting to get strikes. All right, what does it say here? All right. All right, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Your next purchase is on us. See, they give you a 15. I guess they give you 15. But I remember I never said. I just seen this. I got up and I started making the video. I tried to do everything on my list. Obviously, I missed a couple things already. And this is the song they're up to. I think "Desperate." That's the rap song. I guess it sounds like Eminem. Whoever it is. Oh, creator music. That's what it's called. Creator music. I never seen this before. I didn't have access to this before. Your channel, what just found. Oh, so license duration forever. Price zero. So this is free. These are all the free songs. That's pretty wild, man. It reminds me of oh my god. What was that? There was that movie where like the person is like a regular worker, and then they get promoted, to like whatever, to a different level, and all of a sudden, whoever's um showing them around from that other level, and they're like, "Oh, don't talk to those guys over there, no, no," because he's like, hey, Bob and Tom, how are you, Jane? No, 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 don't. Let's see, you're on this level now. No, you don't talk to them, don't talk to them. And he's like, "What's this? You got soda? You got a soda machine here?" He's like, "Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff up here, you know." I can't remember what movie it is, Um, for the movie that just jumps to my head is like 1986, or is it 1982? Whatever it is, I'm talking about or is it Orwell or one of those flicks? I thought that was kind of funny. Like these are. I mean, unless you watch these videos and you're not a creator, but you're really into, what they're doing. I don't know. I never seen this before. The only thing I watched videos on recently were on the process of being monetized, because I was heading towards it so quickly that I kind of got, I got a little excited, to be honest with you. I was like, oh man, this is pretty quick. It's coming. It's going to be here soon. But I want to know if what I need to do, if I had to have anything prepared ahead of time. And some people were putting up. It's like a dark crimson. Oh, it's only on one side. That's pretty cool. Okay, here's the one. Here's our first, maybe our only copper. And all right, I've looked at enough coppers already to know that 8 is not supposed to be next to the rim. Let me just look at it under the loop. That looks really, 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 really. It's got some dirt on it. Maybe the dirt is throwing my perspective, my vision off a little bit on it. Let me take a tissue and not a tissue, a cloth. Let me just get some of that dirt out of there. Maybe it'll make it look like it's further away. Like it looks misplaced, I guess is the word I'm looking. I can't think of any other word. It's not off centered. I have to zoom in a bit. Okay, all right. So I see what's going on here. I'll give you a second to check it out. And it's funny, it's the only copper we found. It might be the only one. Let me look at that 8 again, 'cause it almost looks weird too. No, it's just what it is with the eight. The eight is like it's still a little dirty, so it's creating like a heavy shadow on the left. So that it's a misaligned die, right? So on the left, you notice that the rim is thin, and on the right, it's thick. Because it creates the illusion like the eight is so close to the rim because that's just happens to be where it's misaligned. So that's pretty cool. All right. Uh, nah, we got one. I might won't even keep that. We have one copper so far. The last row I could tell is mostly copper. This song is called Statement. Look at this, man. We're listening to regular. This is. Oh my god, I'm such an. What's the word I'm looking for? Noob. The one and zero here look like they're too close. Everything looks strange to me today. Anyway, I'm not keeping it, but I'm just saying at 01, it just looks too close. Which I guess it's impossible, right? Because it's on a die. So how can the numbers be too close together? Oh, this is pretty cool. We can listen to music. Well, I'll find out when I go to upload it because that's what happens, right? When you everyone's uploaded a video. I mean, mostly everybody's uploaded at least one video to YouTube. A lot of people have. 2012 so the obvious one, I guess, like the biggest thing that happens when you become the YouTube, besides this awesome music selection that's absolutely bananas, and I haven't even obviously I haven't explored it. Like I said, it was just I just turned it on a few minutes prior to starting this video. Is the now there's a membership. I don't even know what it's called, man. I gotta be honest with you. It's got the ring of death, a little bit. It has a little bit of it. So this was an ender. Um, and that should be interesting. I mean, I probably maybe I'll never have a member or anything like that, and that's fine. Whatever. But with that said, I've been thinking about special features. I don't know, something to do, right, for members, right? I mean, who's gonna be a member, right? What are you talking about? One out of a million people, one out of 10,000. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jess, let me give you a hand. I see you making all these hours and hours and hours of videos every day. 96. That's a pretty tone, huh? That might even be a nice thumbnail. Let's see if I could. There we go. That's the money shot right there. Oh wow. Look at Abe immortalized, huh? All right. So what happens is to get the thumbnail, I use the video, right? So I open up the video on the computer and then I pause it and I skip through and I look for a nice picture to use as a thumbnail. But if I only show the picture for a second, I can't. I tend not to find the penny that I'm looking for, the coin that I'm looking for, because I'm just doing this, and then I'm grabbing the next one. Oh, that's nice. Blah, 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 and I put it over. But this time I'm right. I kept it up for a little while. So that's what I got to do with the thumbnails. If I want to use a thumbnail, keep it up on the screen for a few extra seconds. Okay. Now when I go through, it'll show for a little bit longer because it is longer. Okay. So got a message comment this morning. Oh, that's post mint damage. Okay, so this is post mint damage, right? How do you know that? It's all over the coin. It's very simple. I'm not sure why for some people everything has to be post mint damage. Everything. I mean everything. Like if it's not a graded coin, if the higher power didn't come down and say that is a mint era coin, then it can't be. It has to be run over in a parking lot. This is post mint damage. This is what a coin looks like that's been rolling around on the floor, right? And let me thank. I forget, obviously I don't know the person's name, but let me thank him for he told me what did he say? Oh, cause I kept saying low points and high points, which high points is a term that I learned uh, from somebody on one of these channels. But for the for the big blank surface, I've been calling them low points, which technically I guess they are. And the nice person said, "Oh, that's those low points are called. It's called a field." Okay, so I learned a new word today. Thank you. The field. So I guess all the blank surface around the profile, the head, the bust, whatever it's called the field, right? So, I mean, according to this person, I'm taking your word for it, buddy. Don't make me look stupid. One day, someone's gonna say, "Hey, that's called bananas." I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna say, "Oh yeah, the bananas." So the field, which I feel like I've heard that before, but from actually in reading a book, and I actually read books on coins and stuff like that. It's been a long time. The field, if that's mint and there's damage around the rim, that's impossible. It's impossible to have no damage on the field if this thing's been rubbing on the floor. So I don't know if people are just saying that now because they're watching the videos and they keep hearing me explain it, and maybe you're just pulling my leg at this point. Well, then you got me, I guess, because I was like, "What do you talk? Why do people keep saying this for?" And if so, imagine if the back of this right was mint, right? Imagine if the back of this penny looked like this, right? And then the front of the penny, only very few, but the whole field was beautiful, but it had some damage around the rim. Well, obviously, it depends on what you have to look at each coin specifically. But we're talking about. I mean, I don't have the penny in front of me. um, I didn't know I was going to make this example, but in the specific penny from the video the other day, it was around the whole rim. It looked very machined like, and there was no damage on the field and no damage on the reverse. And to me, that's obviously mint damage, unless somebody did it You know what I mean? Like if someone found a penny and had some sort of machine that was just gonna go, yeah, then okay, then that would be one. That would be another explanation. But otherwise, this is what a parking lot penny looks like, right? The damage is all over the place. But I took too much time talking about that. Sorry. All right. This is probably this is probably the most regular roll I have ever. Oh wow, is that the from being wrapped? You see the circle, the halo there? It's probably from being wrapped, right? Yeah, post mint damage. Oh man, I tell you, people are funny. 2001, 2001. No, all right. So this, see, this has the tape on it. I don't know if you noticed that it has tape on it. So obviously reused, and this one. This could be a searched roll. There's there was one copper in that old H um, paper roll, and that is I wouldn't be surprised if that one was searched through. Now we're on the second roll, which is that really reused. Let's see, maybe this is a searched roll too. The first one was a zinc. Second one, let's see, do we got the double ear? No, we found the double ear yesterday. That was pretty cool, and you can see it right away because it's very apparent. It's on the bottom, and you see the extra lobe. Um, so, and that's on the 97. Oh, the 98. We're looking for the wide AM. I mean, they're barely not touching, but I'm more than sure that's not a wide AM. See, that's not wide either. Maybe this one was searched through too. Oh, look at that. 64. Oh, we got our second copper of the day. Half hour into the video. That is rare. That's okay. That's all right. Every video can't be sensational. I got I got something special for this video today. 84D. It's a special day, and I was not going to let this day be unspecial. Looking for the wide AM. I don't know that. I mean, they're not touching. I guess that's not the wide. Is that? Nah. Well, if it is, it's gone. It doesn't look wide to me. They weren't touching though. Maybe I should have kept it, right? Just for a future reference. Nah. 2015D. Wow, look at all of these zincs. So weird. The only time I found this many zincs is with the Fed rolls. Oh, this is a nice song. Cyberpunk Max Braun. Brhon. Cyberpunk. I used to love this. Reminds me of techno from the 80s. We're calling it cyberpunk. Techno. Does anybody even listen to that anymore? I remember when we stopped listening to that, it became really big out in Europe. Yeah, techno. 2000. Another one. We're looking for the wide AM here too. Look at that field. So flat, right? Isn't that such a flat field? Hmm. Yeah, see that touching, basically. One day we'll find one and then we'll have a good example. That's a weird little line. Let me check out this one. Okay, you see the scroll, how it's turned, twisted there? Something weird about it here. Yeah, you see that line that goes through the scroll on the right side into the T of sent? It's probably just post mint damage. Yeah, it's a scratch. No, I'm sorry. Post mint damage. 82. We got ourselves an 82. Most likely. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's copper. Yeah. 311. We got an 82. I do keep the 82s together. Even if I was to, oh yeah, don't forget about the eBay store, okay? If you wanna, all right. If you wanna help out the channel, spend a buck on a penny. That sounds weird just saying that. You wanna spend a buck on a penny? If you want to, you are more than welcome to. We sold a few. Our first week open, we sold a few pennies. That was pretty cool. Of course, the store costs $5 a month. So I probably have to sell 10 pennies just to keep the store open. That's okay. That's what I'm saying. Is there's nothing in this, you know? I mean, there could be. I mean, but you're talking about woof. The guy who I watch, who I like giving him shout outs. Um, if you watch all my videos, you know who I'm going to say next already. He's one of the few YouTubers that I binge watch, and he's been around for a long, long time. He has something like, I don't know. He has thousands of videos. Let's just put it like that. Another 17p. Man, these things are just popping up. What's that? Is that a blister? I don't think so. I think it's just dirt. I'll have to look at that under the loop. I can't tell. I think it's just dirt. Well, there's only one way to find out. I don't know. Yeah, I'll show you. I wiped it with a cloth, and I think most of it came off. I don't know if that's a blister or not. It was in a cool spot, you know. Look at the surface. Oh, I'm sorry. The field. Look at the field. Looks like satin almost. I'll get it. I'll get it together. Don't worry. I'll get it together. The funny thing is, right? The people who, which I'm gonna be part of that people. The right, because I'm learning all this stuff. I'm doing. If you do something enough, I mean, you become proficient in it. That's the bottom line. No education, nothing. You just, what's it called? And this is a real thing. Anybody who wants to look this up, remember, by trade, I'm a social worker. It's called the practice effect. I can't tell you when or who the person was that coined the term practice effect, but I remember learning about that in college in the 90s. I want to say the 90s. Yes, in the 90s. And usually, whenever it's in a book, it's from 10, 15 years prior to that. So it's probably from the 70s or the 80s. It's called the practice effect. And, to put it mildly or simply, I wonder, is this mint damage or is this post mint damage? It's pretty wild though. You know where this is going, right? Oh, this is a great one. I want to really see these details. Look at this. That's a beauty. This is going into the paint stripper. That's a great one for the paint stripper. 999. We're looking for the wide AM. Imagine on this disgusting penny. I can't believe it. Right, the snot right over the A&M. I can see it. They're touching. Can't believe we got all this great music this whole time. It's unbelievable. It's a beauty. Hardly anything in these two rows so far. Probably search through. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. But that's life in the big city. Gotta take the good with the bad. This is a Here we go. We got one copper. Man, does that feel heavy? It's not. It's something. Let me just wait. 312. 202. Here we go. I'm gonna weigh that one. 307. 93. I'll weigh that one. 2.5. That's interesting, right? Hmm. Let me look at that. Yeah, I'll hold on to that. It's pretty cool. And as far as the book goes, we're basically looking for S's. and and the 62 that I dropped on the floor at some point. Super misaligned. This is a nice one. Super duper misaligned on an 83. Oh, that's nice. Basically rimless on the left side. And nice condition too, Let's look at the back. Yeah, back is nice. Ah, that's a nice one. Okay, so that's really our first noteworthy era. We got this one with the some of the letters are moved around there. Has some stuff going on the rim. See, all of a sudden we start finding coppers. Weird how they're all at the end of the. I'm gonna weigh this one. 251. All right, so we're almost done with the second roll. Obviously, I've taken so long on this video because of the extra content that I added. 97. We're looking for the double ear. I have to look at that. That looks like it. Nah, it's because it's dark. That's just creating a little bit of a shadow underneath it. But no, it's not. All right, we are on this roll now. These have been mostly copper um, since I started the channel, and I've gotten those. Look, another one. So you see this one? Look, you see the 8 is like right there on the rim. But again, this one is misaligned. Look how thin it is on the left. So that's so odd to find two of almost the same exact. So weird. So weird. So weird. And the same, I mean, the same, it's actually the same year. Look at that here. And I think it was a 60. It's right here. We haven't gotten that too many. Here, look. All right. 68D misaligned. We haven't gotten that many coppers. So usually I have a ton of coppers. I'm like, I'm not going through that pile. It's right here. Misaligned on from left to right. 68D misaligned. I mean, it's weird, man. Weird day today, man. Weird day. Misaligned in the copper. We haven't found one fine copper today because usually I put the fine coppers. This is close to it. I won't even put that. It's not even worth it. It's hard to tell. It looks a little bit like a lamination, the woody, right? It's probably not. Probably just dirty penny. I like them when they're really, really. Here we go. First fine. Got some faded letters up there. All right, we got one fine penny today. That was it. It's okay. Oh, we got two fine pennies. Nice. That's a beauty, huh? Wow, that really is. Look at that field. So clean. That's a beauty, man. Yeah, that's actually like close to uncirculated, almost uncirculated. And you could just tell the difference in the coin, right? As soon as we start digging into this roll, you know instantly that this is not a search. The other ones are probably searched rolls. I'm telling you. Yeah, we're on these coppers already. The whole thing's copper. The whole thing. Fine. See, no one's gonna leave. I'm not saying no one, but someone who's searching through, like me, I put those in. I have actually a special roll that I put those into, a 62D. What is that? Is that gook? Yeah, yeah. It's glue. I was hoping it was extra metal, but it's not. It's gook. Another 68. So how's your day going? I'm sorry I didn't ask. Me. What's going on with Jess? Me. Talks about himself all day long. That's all he does. What's going on with you, huh? How you doing? Are you having a good day? You having a bad day? Yeah. It's hard to tell with these. Is this are these strike throughs? It's difficult to tell. I mean, to move specifically, to move very specific areas like that. Like if it's butter, right? Doesn't that looks like if you took something like you moved it through butter. That's not typical of what a run over in a parking lot, right? Because the field would be have all these other little pieces of damage. We have one here. Here, this is what a parking lot coin looks like. Generally speaking, I'm saying this is what you would expect. Let's put it like that. So the field is nice, and then they got pieces of the high points, the relief being moved around like butter. Pretty cool looking. So to me, this is, I don't know, more looks more to me like mint damage than it does parking lot damage. Now, does that define? I mean, I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. All right, we're gonna put this. That's our second possible damaged mint error. That one's possible. The other one's a guaranteed, right? So far we only have one guaranteed mint error, and that's this one. And it's on a zinc, which is, I don't know. Usually don't find zincs with that kind of misaligned die. Oh, sorry. Back to you. Excuse me. I got distracted there for a second. Yeah, I did counseling for a long time. Long time. I liked it. I really did like helping people. I have I have a lot of empathy for people and their plights. Mm-mm. But um, something happened, and I had a medical issue, and I had to leave the practice for a while. I might go back to it. I'm a pretty young guy. I mean, I'm in my 50s. I could go, but I started to work at home, and that was it. I was like, oh, this is, and I could, of course, I could do uh, telecare and stuff like that if I really want to. I'm kind of enjoying this. That's a beauty. That's a beauty. Um, Working from home and doing something different. This is obviously very different than what I'm used to historically in my life as a professional. Wow, look at these. This is nice. Obviously, unsearched through. This is what a beautiful unsearched through penny roll looks like. Oh my god, these cool songs, man. And it's just something different for me, and I really like it. And I like all of you. Oh, that's nice. I'll put that. That's another nice error. All right, let's look at it from here. I guess I don't know. I guess that would just be considered a misaligned die, right? But I keep those on the side. Hold on to those. But the zinc one though, I think is the most special one. We got the 82, we got the 79, we got the misaligned die. We don't have many errors. Not today. Beauties, man. Beauties. Well, you know what? We're pretty much on track. Has great detail for such a dark penny. Yeah, if I wanted to rush this, look at that. You don't find that often. See, usually it's smooth. Look how sharp it is on this one side. Yeah, if I want to rush this in the next couple minutes just to get rid of, just to end at 1 hour on the dot, I could. But I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm not going to cheat you. I do have other things to do. I have to do paperwork, and that takes a little bit of time. But I'm not going to rush through, especially now, right? We got this. These are the beauties. I'm glad we saved it. I'm glad it was. It was. I didn't do it on purpose, so I can't say we saved it for last. But it's nice that it was at the end. You know. Oh wow. 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 All right, that's two. Are they both 75s? No. And that one is super. Hey, these are the two so far we found that are like in almost uncirculated condition. And but this is the one we just found. Look how much golder that one is, and the one on the left is so much more redder. 73 and a 75. Those are two beauties. All right, at least we got some short content. You know. There's another one. Wow, that's even that other 75. A lot of even the other one. I didn't put this with those. I thought it was a little bit less uncirculated looking, but because of the field, they say you have to commit a word to memory. You have to say it 20 times. I learned that in a psychology class. I don't know how true it is, but I remember I remember that. Psychology was cool. It's pretty scientific. There's a lot of um, experiments and a lot of science involved with psychology. So that was my major in undergrad. Undergraduate, my major was psychology. Graduate school was social work. I did pretty good. Um, had a lot of fun in my graduate class. It's a very small. When you go, if you ever, if anybody out there has taken their masters or higher education, then the classes get very small, right? So the whole graduating, it's just a couple hundred people as opposed to like 1,000 or thousands, and the same people, the people you start off your freshman year is the same that you graduate with basically at the end of the second year if you go full time. And usually the maximum number of credits you can take in a year for your master's program is 18. And then they try to like, oh, that's a lot. You sure you're gonna? I took 21 credits one semester. Yep. I was like, believe it, I was like a little nerd. I really liked it. It was a special time in my life. I met some really nice people. I was blessed really to even, um, to get accepted into a master's program. And the professors were outstanding. 59D, yeah, boy. Yeah, nice. Nice. I'm telling you, man, this is what the unsearched roles look like. And it was so cool to end um on this note, on this day, which um, you know, there's only one, right? It's not, I mean, a birthday you have every year, but in YouTube land, you only become a partner once, and that's it. There's no, I might never think about it again once this is over. So, wow. I'll hold on to this one. It's pretty cool looking, and I like how it's nice and bright. Yeah, this music is insane, man. I'm so happy about this. I love listening to music. All right, this I think is a zinc. Yeah, I think that's the only zinc we found. And here goes number two, 2011. You don't see too many of those either. If you stayed this long and you watched the whole video, thank you. What do you think? Fire damage? Oh, it's a 74 too. For some reason, I thought it was another zinc. So orangey, right? Uh, and last but not least, okay. Now, I'm going to thank everybody for staying here who stayed this long and who subscribed. I really appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one. Oh, got the glasses on. My wife says she doesn't like the glasses. It does make it a little bit more difficult for me to see. I got to be honest with you. So, this is bonus feature time. I like that slot machine music noise. So, at the end of the coin roll hunt, I'm going to be putting on bonus features. And this is it. This is it. So I don't know who's going to stick around afterwards, but I kind of wanted it to be separate because you might not want to watch it, right? You might just want to watch the coin roll hunt and then move on to something different. And I respect that. So, and of course, um, becoming monetized, there's going to be ads. No, there's going to be an ad. So this is where the ad will be going forward. I don't know if it'll be placed here retroactively in the future, but so if you don't want to watch, if you don't want to watch the bonus feature, you don't want to watch the ad, you don't have to. You see the whole coin roll hunt, and that's it. Then you're happy, and I'll see you on the next one. But for those who want to see the bonus feature, you can. This will be it. And today I have a special bonus feature for you. Yesterday I looked at I looked at the video yesterday, and I saw how close I was to the camera. I was like, oh, I said, first of all, I got a lot of grays in my beard. Number one, I don't dye my hair or anything like that. That's not me. You know, it gets gray. I go bald. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Hour of talking and water. It's usually what I have for breakfast is just a cup of coffee. Um, and I noticed how close I was to the camera, and I said to myself, "Oh my God! I mean, that was not the effect I was looking for." I was like, I could see my nose hairs in on, and I have a big TV in front of me, a big screen. I was like, "Oh my God!" I felt kind of embarrassed. I got to be honest. So today's bonus feature is something kind of special. I've never done anything where I am usually pretty close, so you really can't see anything. This is my office, and like I said, I had something special for today. So let me see. And this is a first, so you have to please bear with me and don't be too hard on me if you can help it. Some people can't. I get it. Let me see. Maybe I could zoom in just a bit. Hopefully, I don't shut off the. See, it's not letting me do it. It's not letting me zoom in. So maybe if I put it closer, how about that? This does have a stand. Okay. And I have things kind of set up. And again, like I said, this is the bonus feature, so you don't have to stay for it if you don't want to. Let's see. Are we okay here? All right. All right. All right. Get to hang out with Jess for a minute. So check it out. Oh, you can't see my face. Let's get my face in there a bit. Okay, I just turned it up a little bit. And I don't want to do two takes or anything like that. I don't. I mean, unless something happens with the channel where it explodes, which is not going to happen. I kind of want to do this in one take. You know, hopefully no errors or anything like that that have to be edited out, and that would make it much more simple for me going forward. I'm saying. So I've talked about this in previous videos. I have this jug with coins in it. I've been filling it up for years, and I've been filling it up for years. And if you watch my previous videos, you know that that's how the channel started. The channel started with pocket change, with the things that I found. And today is February 8th. The channel really started, when I became Look What Just Found was December 4th of 2 months ago. And I've done several videos on this where I explain how I get my pocket change, which I have over there on the desk. I come home, I put the pocket change in the little jar on the desk. I do a video on it, which I haven't done in over a couple weeks because I didn't have that much, and I've been doing these coin rolls. But from the desk, it goes into this jar, and from this jar, it goes into this water jug. So this jar I've been filling up for maybe 6 months, 7 months. So it's way before any content that I put on for Look What Just Found. And as it's almost full, because I've been doing the pocket change videos and then putting the pocket change here. My wife gave the channel her piggy bank, which I did. It was a great video. There was a proof nickel in it. It was crazy. Right around the holidays, it was a nice time. The channel was just taking off. It was awesome for me and for my wife. And I'm like, oh, it's almost full. So it's time for me to put it into the jug. You know what I just realized? I had the microphone over there on the desk. So if that came out too low, it's where it belongs now. So it's time for me to put the coins from this jar into the jug. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, I have all of this unsearched coins to look through. I was like, I said, holy moly, this is bananas. So we got the jug for years and years of change. And if you also watch my marble videos, I bought these jars. These ones I didn't show. I showed the ones from the Dollar Tree and the Dollar General. These I picked up from Walmart. These are actually, it actually says it. These are actual ball jars. And I got them for the marbles because some of the marble jars I have are too small and they need, this is like 2 quarts. I'm going to say this is the 2-quart one. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put these coins into these jars. Did you ever wonder why do they make lids like this? I think I know. And you guys love correcting me, so feel free. But I believe the lids had a little space on it. It has something to do with pickling. I believe that's what it has to do with pickling. And I pickled before with similar jars, and I think it has something to do with that, the gases and all that getting trapped. Could be wrong, but I felt like that's what it has something to do with. Okay, now I had taped this thing up. Oh, because the cap that was on it was loose. So the cap was loose. So I taped it. See? So that way it would stay on top. That's all. And I made it like a little piggy bank top so I could put coins into it. So don't forget, my email it's in the about page. It's lookwhatjustfound@gmail.com. And anybody who has any suggestions that are not coin related, like, hey, Jess, I want you to, that was, just something that's not coin related, something like, a suggestion, right? I mean, you could leave it in the comment too, but that seems just like something that's better for an email. So here we go. I hope I don't break this jar. I broke a jar the other day dropping marbles into it. Could have been avoided. I don't know. Could have been cracked already, really. So what I'm gonna do is, I wish there was a way for me to maybe keep it sideways. Nah, I'm gonna drop it that way too. All right. I should have asked first, do you think it's going to fill up 2 jars? Or it's going to be more than 2 jars? That would have been like a little question I would have asked prior to doing it by looking at the jug. So I showed the jug before. You could just reverse and think if we're going to fill up these 2 quarts or not. Oh no! Well, barely. This one's going to be full. I think the other one's too big for it. I don't want to use this big jar for such a small amount of extra coins. I don't know if this one's too small or not. I might have to put it in there just temporarily. Let's see. Let's fill this one up though. It's almost full. I'm looking right at it. We got coppers right on the top. Okay. So now we have tons of content unsearched through pocket change. And the way I always did pocket change before was I separated it on the desk. I didn't do it off camera. I did it mostly on camera. And it was pretty cool. I like them. Honestly, those are my favorite. What do you think? I think it's too much. I think it's too much. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So we got our pocket change here. This is great, man. I'm thrilled. And this is the part. This is our search through. These are the leftovers from the searched ones. Very few of them, obviously, are worthy. That I kept. I'm saying only a very few of them I kept, and all the rest went in here. Man, my hands are gonna be filthy. I try not to touch anything else. Why did I put that in there for? I wish I could show you, but one of them is super red. What happened was, if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I do the, I almost want to take it out, man. It's super red. It's got to be, has to be painted. Forget it, I'm not going to take it out. It looks probably nail polish, but it would have been nice for the, I could call this the trigger jar. It's where I put, it's the jar with the paint stripper that I'm going to do a dedicated video for. And we found two more to go in there today. Two or one? One. So we found this cool penny during the video, right? And I was going to throw it. Was I going to throw it out? No, I was going to put it with the other pennies back in the roll. But it's so dirty. Oh, and I want to see the detail on it. So I said, oh, this will be cool, you know. Am I going to remember why I even put it in here? No, I'm not. You see how dirty the paint stripper got. I just put a little bit in here in case it breaks or something like that. Doesn't cause any major damage to anything. And I won't touch anything with my hands. I will touch the lids of the jars and stuff like that. But and I have to shut off the camera, obviously. So this is a very what's it called? Preemptive. You know, a feature that is unscripted, and it has nothing to do with the coin roll hunt search that was in the previous to this point, unedited, and I'm calling it the bonus section. So I'm not sure how this is going to work out. I'm not even sure if I'm going to continue doing it, but I kind of like it because if I have an idea floating around in my head that really doesn't relate to coin roll hunting, even though sometimes I talk about some miscellaneous stuff while I'm going through the search, I thought this was a nice feature, and especially today being the day that I became a YouTube partner, and I thought that was cool to do a little special bonus feature. So all of you who are subscribing, thank you very much. All of you who stood to the end and figured out that I'm putting bonus features at the end of the videos, thank you very much. It doesn't take a genius, obviously. If I say goodbye and there's 10 more minutes of video, you must be like, what's going on? Did he accidentally leave the camera running? So that's it. And I kept thinking to myself, you know, if this is going to work, or if something's going to, you know, be positive with this, I'm going to need, it has to be ads. It's the only way it's really the only way to make a penny, I'm saying. And if it's a bonus feature, in my mind, I was like, oh, well, you know, it's not disruptive, you know. And the other ads YouTube puts on, nobody has any control over that. So even when I watch videos on my iPhone, you have no control over it. You could press skip. That's it. This one will be an unskippable ad, obviously, because it's a bonus feature. It has nothing to do with what's going on before it. So thank you. Thank everyone for, you know, the comments, everyone who has helped me on this journey with learning more about coins and the errors specifically, and even the other information relating to coins that is specific, that many of you have much more experience than I have in it, but I am catching up and I'm using it on a regular basis, and it's becoming part of my coin repertoire. So I want to say thank you for that, and I'll see you on the next one.